This situation that is going on between Elon Musk and Ashley St. Clair runs way deeper than what most people think. And I called it out right from the get-go that this looks like a very obvious honeypot type of situation to me. Now, I don't use the words honeypot because I think they're cute. If you don't know what honeypot means, go Google it, do some research, and then get back to me. Because I can assure you there's nothing cute about it. But as of right now, we don't know for sure yet. But it's starting to look like Ashley St. Clair is some sort of maybe possible Mossad agent or asset that was purposely placed here to compromise prominent figures on the right and to implicate them in certain controversies or what have you. And in this situation, it looks like there's a possibility that the powers that be, that the people against Elon may use this new child as leverage against him. Now, when I look at the reactions to a lot of this news online, it's extremely disappointing. In fact, it's very depressing. It's almost as if Trump won the election and everyone forgot about everything that happened leading up to that. It's almost like, everyone wants to pretend that they know about this or that, but it seems to me like no one was paying attention to what was going on with Epstein. Because if you were, you knew that he was using these assets, he was using young women to implicate powerful people all over the world and blackmail them so he could have power over them. And all I see online right now is, well, what does this have to do with Doge? What does Elon having a baby by this girl got to do with Elon? What about his personal life? How is this going to affect Doge? This doesn't affect anything. And I'm looking at these people like, are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious? People, for some reason, they cannot possibly fathom how this could possibly affect Elon Musk or anything that he has going on with Doge or anything that he's doing with Donald Trump. And I'm just sitting here flabbergasted. I am so surprised that people, I don't want to call them dumb, but it's like, I don't know, maybe everyone let their guards down and they forgot how the world works around us. Have you forgot that they've been using women like Ashley St. Clair to implicate powerful men for years and take them down? Have you forgot about the tactics that these people use? We all know about it. I thought we were all on the same page when we were exposing a lot of this stuff, but apparently not. Because apparently people didn't learn anything. Because if you're someone sitting at home watching this video right now, and you can't even formulate a thought to possibly think how this could affect Elon Musk and how this could affect everything he has going on, then it's like, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Because it's kind of obvious. It's right there in front of your face. Can you not use past examples to kind of understand how this can and is already being used against Elon? It's not about, this is his personal life. It doesn't matter if it's his personal life. Do you think that details about people's personal life isn't used against them? Do you not pay attention to politics at all? It's almost as if everyone forgot how all of this works. So yeah, someone like Ashley St. Clair, weaseling her way into having a baby with the most powerful person on earth, a baby that can and is and will be used against him to possibly force Elon Musk to do this or not do that. The fact that that blows over people's head is mind-boggling to me. But let's get back on track here. Because right now, there's a conversation about Ashley St. Clair. A lot of people are wondering, who is this chick, right? Half the people, most of you all watching this video never heard of this woman a day in your life. And you can do all the research you want. You want. You can do all the research in the world. No one can give you a real straight answer as to why Ashley St. Clair is even known or even semi-famous in the first place. No one really truly knows how she kind of got here, how she rose to fame. It's like one day no one knew Ashley St. Clair existed, and then the next day, all of a sudden, she was propped up on all of these big right-wing podcasts. All of a sudden, she's at every event in Mar-a-Lago. Who the hell is this woman? No one knows, but she's there. She snaked and slithered her way right in there, just like a secret little Mossad agent would. So no one can give you a straight answer as to how she became a prominent figure. It's not like she has very interesting takes or opinions or anything like that. She kind of just came literally out of nowhere. She went from no one knowing her to her being a prominent influencer with like 1 million followers like overnight. No one even knows how it happened. Do people not find that odd? Do people not find it odd when these people, there's no natural social media growth, there's no natural growth of an audience, they just appear on your timelines one day, and suddenly everyone acts like they know them. That's what happened with Ashley St. Clair. But you see, people have been pointing this out well before she got pregnant by Elon. In fact, well before anyone knew about the Elon baby, well before she even, I guess, hooked up with Elon or met Elon, people were already exposing this chick. People were already calling her a Mossad agent. People were already exposing her as a fake plant. And this has been going on for years, it turns out. And a lot of people were turning a blind eye. Because, a lot of people are simping over Ashley. She's kind of cute, so no one wants to hear the criticism. But Ashley herself, all the time, acknowledges how people call her out for being Mossad. And, I mean, she acknowledges this kind of halfway jokingly. But if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, pretty often it's a duck. But I'll just show you a few examples. I find out at least once a week that I'm Mossad. Who pays you? Mostly Mossad. The left calls me a Yahtzee and the right calls me Mossad. Here she says, the amount of times I get called Mossad or controlled opposition for being Jewish by this cohort is incredible. So Ashley is herself acknowledging that throughout the years, people keep pointing out or claiming that she's Mossad. Now, obviously, she kind of leans into it a little bit. But it's kind of weird now. Now that we see everything that transpired with Elon Musk, is this her way of throwing people off her trail? And just because she may be some sort of asset, someone here to implicate or compromise Elon Musk, doesn't mean that she's necessarily working for Mossad. She could be working for anyone. I mean, obviously, we know she's up for sale. That's why she kind of sold herself to Elon Musk. And now, she's for sale to the highest bidder. She got what she wanted out of Elon Musk. Now the next step is, how much money can I get from trying to bring down Elon Musk? Now, if you're someone out there that thinks that this Ashley St. Clair chick doesn't have any power or any leverage over Elon at all, well, I guess you weren't paying attention. You were not looking closely enough at some of these posts of hers that I've been sharing. You see, Ashley herself exposed right here that she has inside connections with people who are running X. Now, of course, Elon owns X, but somehow, some way, she is using her special abilities, I guess her looks, to get in good with the people working at X. So they are going over Elon's head. And let me just read this from Head of Safety. Thanks for the call, Chris. We're bouncing the post for non-consensual nudity. Given that it's paired with a threat to expose as well, we're increasing the timeout period to 1 week. This will also help us get to the right of this news cycle on Ashley. Git is also using the media matching tool to surface additional instances. So to translate this for you guys, Ashley has connections with people high up in Twitter or X, people who are going beyond and above Elon's head to make these moves. Ashley has the power to literally message the people running X for Elon, and she has them censoring people. She has them taking down social media posts that she herself posted, and people just happened to get the screenshots. This chick, you might not think nothing of her. I don't think much of her either. But she has more power than any of us know. She has more power than you, and she damn sure has more power than me. Okay? So right here, she openly admits to these connections in Twitter. She openly basically exposes that she is silencing people or using her power and leverage to silence people who are calling her out, who are standing up to her, who are exposing her for who she is. Okay? And they even said, hey, we're going to try to get to the right side of this news cycle. So the people running Twitter are going over Elon's head, and they're basically openly admitting that they're going to censor this story, and they're going to try to spread other stuff, propaganda, to get to the right side of this news story. So if you're someone sitting there thinking that Ashley doesn't have any power, boy, oh boy, were you wrong. Now, we know that these people, these forces at play behind the scenes that like to use people like Ashley to gain power over people like Elon Musk, we know that these secret societies, some people would call them the Illuminati. I wouldn't necessarily call them that, but we know that these forces, these powers that play behind the scenes, we know that they're all about their symbolism. Okay? They put their symbolism, they put their symbols everywhere. This is something we all know. We've all looked at the photos and videos of the celebrities covering one eye. We know about the pyramids. We know about the symbolism. So when you start looking at some of the photos that Ashley St. Clair has recently shared, it starts kind of painting a clearer picture. Because when Ashley made the announcement about having Elon's baby, she claimed that she was forced to do so, and that all she really wanted was privacy. We know that's bogus because a few hours later, she literally released an entire tell-all article that included a photo shoot of her while basically spilling all of the top secret information about her hiding Elon's baby. So we know that this has nothing to do with her privacy, okay? But in the photo shoot that she did, the photo shoot was very odd, to say the least. And it's not something that will just bounce out at just anyone, but it bounced out to me, okay? To me, one of the photos in this photo shoot kind of looked like, it stuck out like a sore thumb, but kind of like one of those sore thumbs that you see on the Looney Tunes, when they hit their hand with a mallet and like their thumb or their hand like pulsates red and grows like 4 times the size. That's what one of these photos in this photo shoot is doing for me. Because the article is about, coming out about having a child with Elon. You would think that in the photo shoot, Ashley St. Clair would maybe be doing motherly things, but instead she's kind of like in a corset, hanging around, I guess, trying to look powerful and attractive. And one photo out of this photo shoot, and folks, this doesn't happen for no reason, okay? Like I said, we know these people love their symbolism. In the article, where she releases all of this dirt about Elon Musk and their secret child, in the photo shoot within that article, there's a photo of her sitting right in front of a chessboard. Now, out of all of the photos to take, why would Ashley St. Clair be taking a photo sitting in front of a chessboard while announcing that she just had a baby by Elon Musk and he's kind of forcing her to keep it a secret? It's almost like they're sending the visual message that they just made a move on the board. It's almost like they're kind of sending a message to Elon Musk that they have him checkmated right now. Like, sure, Elon, you can continue doing what you're doing with Doge, but who knows what might happen to this new child? If you care about this new child you have with Ashley, you might not want to do this, you might not want to expose that. If you don't want Ashley coming forward with more information, you might not want to do this, you might not want to expose that. So it stuck out to me, it's clear as day, that they didn't take this photo for no reason. This is a power move, okay? You could look at the entire photo shoot. There's nothing feminine or, I don't want to say feminine, but there's nothing motherly about it. The woman is sitting in a windowsill looking down on New York City in one photo, and then the other photo she's sitting in front of the chessboard because she just made a chess move. That's what this is. The other side, whoever the other side may be, whoever may be opposed to what Elon is doing right now, they just made a chess move against him. And Ashley St. Clair is the chess piece that's on their board. Yes, she may be a pawn. I don't think she's a king or a queen. But she's a piece on the board. And they've made their move. The optics, the imagery, it's as clear as day if you ask me. I made this point over on X, which, by the way, if you're not following me over there, you should be, because I get to a lot of this information quicker over there. But anyways, I made this point over on X, so I would also like to make it here. Regardless of how you feel about it, regardless if you like it or not, Elon is now one of the leading figures of MAGA, right? We all know that. It doesn't matter how you feel about it emotionally. We know that Elon is now one of the leading voices, one of the leading figures, one of the leaders of the MAGA movement. We also all know, regardless if you're part of MAGA or you're against MAGA, we all know they've been trying to take this movement down for years. Now, when Elon wasn't involved in politics and he was just blasting rockets in outer space and making electric cars, what he did in his personal life was one thing. But now Elon has fully entered into the world of politics. Now I understand the business world and the political world go hand in hand, but also they can be different. Because I don't think anything gets as dirty as how politics gets, right? They get down and dirty when it comes to politics. And right now, Elon is being very sloppy with his actions. He's being very sloppy with these young women. If all it takes is a 20-something-year-old, if that's even her age, if all it takes is a 24-year-old like Ashley St. Clair, if that is all it takes to implicate or compromise one of the leading figures in the MAGA movement, then we got a long road ahead of us. And I'm not sure if we still even have hope to get a lot of the stuff done that we want to be done if all it's going to take is sending in a couple of 20-year-old semi-attractive social media influencers. If all it takes is throwing a couple of them at Elon Musk, then we're in bad shape. Okay? That's the reality of the situation. Because that is what just happened here. All it takes, apparently, take a attractive woman, throw a MAGA hat on her, and send her to a freaking Trump rally. Send her to a right-wing event, and she'll go in there, and all of the right-wing influencers will fall head over heels in love with her. They'll forget their values. They will throw everything they've said online. Everything you thought they were about, they will throw it out the window in a heartbeat. All it takes, it doesn't take the full might of the U.S. government, shady politicians, everything that they've thrown at the MAGA movement. But all it takes is a 24-year-old semi-attractive woman in a MAGA hat to implicate Elon in a controversy. And now there's a baby floating around out there that may be used as leverage against him. That's all it took. It didn't take an assassin like what it took with Donald Trump. They used multiple assassins to try to take Donald Trump out. No, all it took was a semi-attractive young girl. Throw him at Elon Musk. We know Elon loves having babies. And bam. And the same thing could be said for the rest of this right-wing movement, if you even want to call it that anymore. Take a cute girl, put a MAGA hat on her, and people lose their minds. Everything goes completely out the window. Okay? But here's the real scary part. Here's the kicker. We know that whatever Ashley's plan was for Elon, it obviously worked. Maybe it didn't work out in the exact way she expected. Maybe she was hoping that Elon would have more of a relationship with her, more of a connection with her. But she got what she wanted. Okay? And ever since this, if you go back and you start looking at Ashley's pictures, what's really scary to me is she already got Elon. It's too late. But now, recently, she's been cozying up to Kash Patel. She's been starting to cozy up to other prominent figures within this MAGA movement. She went directly from getting what she wanted out of Elon, and now it looks like she's trying to catch up Kash Patel in her little honeypot trap as well. So if you thought that this woman was not a cause for concern, boy, oh boy, are you wrong. Because women are men's number one weakness. They always have been. They always will be. And I'm not saying that I'm necessarily any different. But you gotta know how to spot things when you see it. And when you see these things, you need to call it out. You don't need to shy away. I've literally had people in my comments telling me I should shy away from talking about this. No, we shouldn't. You need to point stuff like this out and try to nip this in the bud as quickly as possible. Now, obviously, we were not able to nip this problem in the bud before she already caught up Elon in her honeypot trap. Hopefully, we can try to get on top of this problem and try to stop this from happening again, but I don't have any faith in that. Because look at everyone's reaction. Everyone is digging their own grave. Everyone is bringing about the slow destruction of the MAGA movement without realizing that they're doing it. When you go along and you support Ashley St. Clair and you act like this isn't nothing and we shouldn't talk about this, you are actively working towards your own demise. So yeah, when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to be thinking about these photos of her with Kash Patel, and I'm going to be wondering if he's next. And if Ashley was so easily able to do all of this, like literally, who the hell is Ashley? Why is she even close to some of the most powerful people on earth right now? No one can answer that question, but she was able to do this. From simply having semi-good looks and putting on a MAGA hat, pretending to be down with Donald Trump, she was able to get cozy with the most powerful and rich people on planet Earth. Do you not think that everyone else is watching? You don't think that our other enemies are watching? They smell blood in the water, ladies and gentlemen. They've been looking for a weakness. They couldn't find many with Donald Trump. They tried to take him down. It didn't work. The next best thing is Elon. So now they've spotted the weakness. They smell the blood in the water. They have located the chink in the armor. Okay? They've located the weak spot in the armor, the vulnerable spot, and now they're going to try to exploit that time and time again. And don't think for 1 second that they're not watching the reaction to this news story, watching how everyone on the right who claims to know and be on top of game when it comes to stuff like this, they're all going along with it like sheep. Okay? And they're watching that. They're watching the reaction, and they're knowing that all of you are playing into their hands, and they can easily do this again. Because most people are afraid to call it out, and the people who do call it out, like me, are being attacked by my own people for pointing out the elephant in the room. But for now, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.